A long shot. Heron made the stop. Stackhouse in the far corner of his own zone. You got to think about Heron coming off now in the next minute. As the Penguins will be trying to get the tying goal to force maybe an overtime period. Malone back, right side to Ferguson. Here he comes to the Sabres line. Long shot over the head of Sauvé. Off the near boards, bouncing weirdly. The Sabres get it, though, and bowling goes out to Gilles Perreault. Perreault, pass. Stackhouse stepped in to block that. Stackhouse to the fence coming up. Right side, looks for Campbell. Hooks it away to the Sabres zone. Korev off the boards, gets it out of his own end. Korev and Schoenfeld have been just outstanding on the bench tonight for the Sabres. 1:53 to go. Campbell leads it up again to Ferguson. Takes it away to the Sabres. Stop by goaltender Montella. Right back to the Sabres. The near corner of his own zone. Plays it up the right side. And Carlisle holding it. He can't. Randy now at center. Leaves the puck for Gary McGann. 1:38 to go. McGann trying to get in. Get in the Sabres in. Shepard took a 1 minute. Comes 3-2. Lee on the right side. Lee to Shepard. Sabres in. And he's squared by Robert. Does a great checking job of the Sabres here tonight. 1:25 to go. The Penguins hurry after their own end. Carlisle winds it around the Rod shot with 1:20 to go. Shot. Can't get it out. Carlisle hit by Savard. Lee takes the puck around his own net. Lee has it stolen by Gilles Perreault. He gave it away to Shutt. Shutt of the fence. Looks for somebody to pass to. He can't handle it. Carlisle gets it. Carlisle comes up with 1:05 to go. Coming to center red. Fires it away to the Sabres in off the board. A minute to go now in the game. Lee in the right wing corner. Puts it in front. It comes all the way to the left point to Carlisle. Here's his shot. Blocked by Breitenbeck, and it carries back to center. Penguins have to hurry, but Robert gets there first. Robert 2-on-1. Coming to the fence in. A shot. Score! René Robert scores. We're going back to Buffalo. Robert scores on the short side, beating Heron. And the Sabres now take a 3-1 lead. We're going to go back to Buffalo, it appears. Robert blasting that puck is second to the playoffs, and he just beat Heron cleanly on a great short side shot from 45 feet. So the Sabres now have taken a 3-1 lead. Breitenbeck blocked the shot by Carlisle. It came free, and the Sabres now are going to force the third and deciding game, it appears, of this series on Saturday afternoon in Buffalo.
Robert, assisted by number 23, Ken Breitenbeck. Time of the goal, 19:11. Robert scoring from Breitenbeck at 19:11.
So the Sabres apparently have done what they had to do here. They have battled back, and it appears they will tie this series at 1 game apiece. They had a winning record on the road this year, and I'm telling you, in all honesty, if it holds up, they earned this one tonight. They really played some kind of hockey. The Sabres facing a do-or-die situation, but they have come on here in Pittsburgh, and now the Penguins will be forced to a third game in Buffalo on Saturday. Barring some type of miracle here where the Penguins could score twice. Well, remember this, though. Up in Toronto tonight, the Maple Leafs scored 3 goals in 23 seconds, so it's possible. But the Sabres have just had some outstanding checking from their forwards, and Korev and Schoenfeld have been stalwarts on defense. Well, Kiverchuk now goes against Loos in center ice. Robert, a big playoff goal there. 3-1 Sabres. And the Sabres have the puck. Schoenfeld up the left side. Fires it off the linesman. Stackhouse played it to center. Here's Korev. Coming to the Penguin line and flips it across to the pens into the near corner. Campbell back for it. Colin Campbell hit by Ramsey. Campbell on the right side of his own end. Kicks it up ahead. Blocked. And the Pens can't get it going. 28 seconds left. Keogh with the puck. Keogh coming to his own line, feeds to Kinrachuk. Kinrachuk lost the puck, and the Sabres continue that tenacious checking that has gotten them a 3-1 lead. Coming back to the Penguin line, they can't get in. Kinrachuk, 14 seconds to go in the game. The Sabres blue line, feeds across to the left wing, broken up by Korev. Turns it back to center, 8 seconds to go. And the Pens straight to the Sabres in, a shot by Kinrachuk, stopped by Sauvé. We're going to Buffalo as the time ticks off, and that is it. We owe you a 30-second commercial at the station. We're going to take that right now. 3-1 final, Sabres over Pittsburgh. Third period scored only 1 goal. Robert with a slap shot from the right wing side. On the short side, beating Denny Heron. Breitenbeck the assist. And the Sabres win it 3-1. They tie the series at 1 game apiece. And the final showdown battle is on Buffalo ice. It'll be an afternoon game on Saturday afternoon. We'll look at the final shots on goal in the third period, but before we do, we're going to take this 60-second timeout. It'll be game number 3 on a Saturday afternoon, and it should be a 1:15 starting time. It'll be nationally televised on the National Hockey League Network. Our broadcast time on KDKA FM will be at 1:10 on Saturday afternoon, so it's do or die for both clubs. Saturday, series tied 1 game apiece. Well, we invite you to stay tuned for tonight's post-game show coming up right here on both KDKA AM and FM. Stanley Cup playoff hockey has been brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. When you say Budweiser, you've said it all. By the Pepsi-Cola Company, who invites you all to have a Pepsi Day. By the Open Pantry Food Marts. Shop the Open Pantry Express, where they feature Fort Pitt deli meats for the fresh taste of quality. By Dollar Savings Bank, who says switch to Dollar Drafts and check out of ordinary free checking. And by Winkies, with 40 restaurants with more of what you're hungry for. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Penguins post-game show, where tonight the Buffalo Sabres evened the best-of-3 series at one game apiece by defeating Pittsburgh 3-1. The Penguins won the opening game 4-3 in Buffalo on Tuesday. It's been a road series. The Pens are winning in Buffalo, and the Sabres winning here, and now it's back to Buffalo for a Saturday afternoon game, the final of the series. The scoring tonight, the Sabres and Penguins battled scoreless through the first 19 minutes of period number 1, but the Sabres scored at 19:22 as Rick Dudley on a deflection beat goaltender Denny Herron. Rick Martin set it up, and the Sabres jumped out to a 1-0 lead late in period number 1. Final minute of play here. Right back, right side of the Pens in. A shot deflects right in front of the net. Rick Martin goes after for the Sabres. Martin played to the left point to Jim Schoenfeld. Buffalo defenseman, the Martin back on the left wing side. A shot score! Sabres take the lead, 1-0. Rick Dudley deflected it by Herron, and the Sabres break out on top, 1-0. Rick Dudley, who had 5 in the regular season, coming back from the World Hockey Association, deflected it by Denny Herron. Rick Martin and Jim Schoenfeld assisting. 1-0 Buffalo at the end of 1. The Penguins outshot Buffalo 11-9. Into the second period, Jacques Richard at 2:59. The Sabres had 3 cracks on it. McKechnie, Schultz, and then Richard finally poked it by Herron stick hand side as the puck was on the doorstep, and the Sabres had what proved to be the game-winning goal. 17:16 to go, period number 2. The Sabres with a 1-0 lead, and McKechnie this time winning the face-off from Shepard. Schoenfeld to Mike Bowling, left wing pass to McKechnie, trying to break into the Pens in. He gets around Chapman, down deep in the left wing corner. Shot. Herron made the save, the rebound. Richard in front to Schultz, the shot, saved by Herron. Rebound around the net. It goes in. Richard has scored. Sabres lead 2-0. And Schultz and McKechnie both had shots from Richard. From Malone and McAdam, and it was a screenshot that beat Bob Sauvé, the only one that did on the night. And here's how the Penguins scored their lone goal. And now Ferguson comes on here. He's going to handle the draw. Malone and McAdam. It'll be Malone centering the line. And then Luce, Ramsey, and Rick Seelan. Face off Sabres ice to the right of Sauvé. And the Sabres control the puck. Right in behind the net, Korav. Korav set by Malone. Left wing pass, so he gets it over to Ramsey. Ramsey, right side to center man, just dumps it out of his own head loose. Malone comes over and gets it out of his own zone. Right wing pass intended for Ferguson, stolen by Korav. Now the Pens steal the pass for the Sabres. Up the left wing, McAdam. The Sabres in, around Bowling. Here he comes. Trying to get a shot off. He left it for Ferguson. Ferguson had his stick tied up. Ferguson kicking at the puck. Now McAdam and the left wing Gunner's got it. Tried to center it out. It hit Ramsey. McAdam on his stomach now. The Malone. Malone, left point. Here's Campbell of Pittsburgh. Slap shot coming up. Score! Pens score! It's 2-1. Penguins score. Might have been deflected. And the Pens are on the board. Campbell's first to the playoffs. He's the leading scorer for the Penguins. Has 3 points now. It was 2-1 Buffalo at the end of 2 after Campbell scored. 10-10 the shots in the second period. And the one that finished the Penguins off was late 1911. Robert, his second of the playoffs from Brighton back, and he pushed his hand shot on Aaron's left-hand side and beat him cleanly. 25 to go. The Penguins hurry after their own end. Carlisle winds it around to Rod Schutt with 1:20 to go. Schutt can't get it out. Carlisle hit by Savard. Lee takes the puck around his own net. Lee has it stolen by Gilles Perreault. He gave it away to Schutt. Schutt to the fence. Looks for somebody to pass to. He can't handle it. Carlisle gets it. Carlisle comes up with 1:05 to go. Coming to center red. Fires it away to the Sabres in off the boards. A minute to go now in the game. Lee in the right wing corner. Puts it in front. It comes all the way to the left point to Carlisle. Here's a shot. Blocked by Brighton. Back and it carries back to center. Penguins have to hurry, but Robert gets there first. Robert 2-on-1. Coming to the fence in. A shot. Score! Rennie Robert scores. We're going back to Buffalo. And the Sabres did get that third goal. We are going back to Buffalo. Final score 3-1 Sabres. They outshot the Penguins 11-10 in the final period. And 31-30, the Penguins outshot the Sabres on the night. We'll be back with a look at the scores around the NHL. The 3 stars, if we can chase them down. We didn't get them when they announced them. And what's ahead on the Penguin agenda, but before we do this time out. All right, the 3 stars here tonight. The number 3 star went to Jim Schoenfeld of the Buffalo Sabres. The number 2 star to Greg Malone of Pittsburgh. The number 1 star in tonight's game. Goaltenders series so far. Bob Sauvé coming up big for the Sabres. And we had anticipated Donnie Edwards going. Sauvé certainly came through in the clutch. And the Sabres tie the series 1-1. It appears Toronto will beat Atlanta tonight and move on to quarterfinal action. They lead the Atlanta Flames now 7-2 in the third period. Darryl Sittler, Walt McKechnie with 2 more goals. He now has 4 in 2 games against the Flames. Pronovo and Chouinard scoring for the Flames. Other goal-getters, Maloney, Boutet, and Ellis for Toronto. Later tonight, the Rangers will be in Los Angeles. They'll do that series 1-0. And Philadelphia trailing 1-0 against Vancouver. And that one will be in Vancouver. And that'll be starting in about 40 minutes.